Amen. So before I do, bow your heads with me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you today. Thank you for everything you've done for us this week and having a blessing week next week. And just anoint my message, God. Let the words that come out of my mouth not be mine, but let them be yours. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Turn to Hebrews 13. Before I start, I'm going to let y'all turn there. Have you ever been in a storm when you was outside and it was storming so bad that you just didn't know where to go? Didn't really know. Well, you can go inside your house and you still hear the storm. Well, see, the world we live in is a storm. The world we live in isn't calm. It's very, very disastrous. But see, we go to a rock and we go to a shelter. Amen. And that's God. Amen. God's my rock and God's my shelter. Amen. And when I feel like I can't go on and I feel like I can't do anything, I know that I can start praying. Yes. And I can talk to God. Amen. And God says that He never promised us. Jenny sang a song this morning that said He never promised that there wasn't going to be battles and wasn't going to be hard times and there wasn't going to be trials, tribulations against us and people that didn't like us. Because I guarantee you, not everybody at school likes me. And I know that, and I go on about my day because I know God's right there with me. God said He's never going to forsake me. That's what it says right here in verse 5. It says, let your conduct be without covetousness. Be content with such things as you have. For He Himself said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Amen. He's never gonna forsake me. Right. I may have friends in life that just turn me down, say bad things about me, but God never will. That's right. There's always a love that God has. Amen. I grew up, and I still am, growing up with good parents and a good godly church that I could go to, and a good church family. I grew up really blessed. I really did. My parents have always told me, Colton, you're blessed. You just don't know it yet. Colton, you're blessed. And I really do. And I really do know now that I'm blessed. That I'm blessed to have you all here tonight. To listen to me ramble on, preach. But I just thank y'all for coming tonight. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to get started now. Right here in verse 6 it says, so we say boldly, the Lord is my helper, I will not fear. What can man do to me? Amen. That says to me what I had just said earlier. You know what? It don't matter. It don't matter. What can man do to me when I have God? Amen. Because God said He's going to fight for me. Amen. That's right. Amen. That He's going to throw the devil in the fiery furnace. Amen. And when I think about that, it's just so peaceful to me. Because I know that one day I can forever go to my shelter and never have to come out to the world. Never have to come out to the people that call me names, to the people that put me down. I don't have to listen to that anymore. Turn with me to Galatians. And they had just singing a song about this, the fruits of the Spirit. Galatians 5, 22 and 23. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, goodness, kindness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Amen. If we ourselves every day have love, yes, amen, joy, peace, long-suffering, kindness, joy, I find it hard for myself to even do one of those a day. Because you can't. I know God says you have to love everybody, but sometimes that's really hard. Amen. sometimes it's really hard to say, you know what, I'm praying for you. It is.
That's right.
It's hard to tell somebody that you're going to pray for them. It really is. For me, it is. But you shouldn't have a hard time. You should be willing to say that. And I'm really working on that for myself. Because everybody has one weakness in life, and that's my weakness. My weakness is really telling somebody, I'm going to pray for you. You know what? I'm just going to pray for you. That's really my weakness. When we find our shelter, everybody has a different shelter. But it all comes to God. God is always our shelter. No matter what storm we face different storms in life. And when we get over one storm, there's always going to be another one right in the face. And God opens doors for us.
Amen.
And sometimes we don't see it. Sometimes the doors that God opens for us, we say, well, I don't really want to go in that door yet. That just costs too much on me. Here in the past 8 months, I've been to the hospital and the nursing home as many times as I have been in my whole entire life. I really have. I really haven't. I've been kind of tired, and I know Ed, he worked third shift, and I know he's been tired, and I know my dad's tired too. But we don't let that get to us. Because the devil tries to make us tired and say, oh man, here we go again. Here I go, dragging my feet. But that's where the joy comes in. That's when you love. The spring of the step. That's when you can be like, when you have God. The spring of the step. It gets you going. Wednesday night, teacher told me, she says, if you have a hard time believing the understanding the concept of God's love, you wake up every morning and say, I love you, God, and God loves me. I love you, God, and God loves me. So I know that I can wake up every morning with a spring of my step. And when I have a little spring of my step, somebody comes along at school and is like, guys, put me down, I can have a pizza back. Nope. I'm not going to get down. I'm not going to get down. Lord, I'm praying for you. That's what we need to say.
Amen.
So when we have a spring in our step, somebody tries to put a knot in it. No. You can't do that. You got to keep peace. And that's where a little bit of self-control comes in too. When somebody puts you down, when somebody's making fun of you, when somebody's irritating you and saying, oh, you do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. That's where your self-control comes in. It's peaceful. Timothy was told once, don't let anyone despise your youth. You know what? Everybody in here, all of you, everybody has a talent.
Amen.
My talent's preaching. And talking like my dad. But see, when you have a talent and you find it, see, not everybody can preach, not everybody can teach. But that's just two talents. I mean, there are many talents in this world, many. And when you find your talent and you're doing it, and you're doing good, somebody tries to come put you down. Don't listen to that. Don't let nobody harm on your youth. Don't let nobody tell you you're too young to preach. The devil's put in my mind I was too young to preach. And then you can see me, I'm real little. I'm not the biggest fella in here. And he said, oh, you're too small. Nobody can see you up the pulpit, but you can see me up the pulpit. And it's just as easy. It's as easy for me to walk outside the pulpit where you can all see me. Let's talk about kindness. Kindness. We should all be kind to the people that aren't kind to us.
Amen.
You see, my mom and dad, they were feeding the homeless people. And sometimes, them people, they're just like, and they just leave. They just take it, leave. Sometimes they just like, we go,